is up, beautiful readers? So I'm just gonna like redo the intro to this vlog because I've legit been sitting on it for like a week and a half. So this was originally supposed to be a romance reading vlog where I would read these two books and just share my thoughts with you. Now I will say, definitely vlogged my experience with this. So you will see that. You will see that. And I'll give you, I didn't wrap it up though, but you'll see me get emotional at the end. Like I really did vlog my experience with this. This one, I did not. Let me explain myself. After I finished this book, I was low-key and like a books hangover. And so I picked this one up the next day because I finished this at night. And I just wanted to read it. Like I didn't want to film myself. I just kind of wanted to experience it. It actually took me, so I finished this one in like, I want to say about 2 days. This one took me legit a week. I'll talk about it more, but I just was not feeling it as much as this one. And maybe I shouldn't have read it right after because I was so emotionally invested in this. And then this was kind of heavy. And I think it was just too much at one time, if that makes sense. So I will get into my thoughts on each of the books right now before I get into the vlog portion because it's not really both books. It's just reminders of him. So this will be like a romance book review and then I'll like show you my vlog clips of reminders of him. So starting with Addicted to You. This is the first book in the Addicted Callaway or the Addicted series and it's by Christie and Becca Ritchie. There's a 10-book series. This is the first one. I rated this 3.75 stars. Yeah, so let me explain myself. It was good, okay? I tabbed it a bunch, but I don't think I would have tabbed this if I knew what I would feel now, you know, because, how am I going to explain this? I think there were some parts of it that were really good, but their addictions, reading their addictions and stuff was so hard for me. I had a really hard time with it. I think because I wanted them to get better so badly that because they were just like in this cycle of just not getting help, it really took a toll on me. And I was just like, can y'all please get help? Especially Lo and Lily. They were enabling each other for most of this book, you know, and I'm sure you get a lot more of their growth as you move forward in the series. So I'm still going to read it, but this first book, I did not connect with it as much as I thought I would in the characters, you know? Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe just reading about addictions is not something that I find enjoyable because I did not like that. I did not like reading it. I had no amounts of fun. And I'm sure most people don't like reading it, but I just didn't connect with the story that well. I will say, once Rose and Connor joined in, especially Connor and Reich, absolutely adore those characters to see how they kind of came into the story. I won't say how or the purpose behind it, but I do love them. And I don't know if it's like okay to say this right now in the first book, but Reich is my favorite so far. And again, I don't know why. That's just the way I'm feeling about it. But I will say the ending made me very happy. I am very happy with the direction of this story. I'm very happy for the decisions that Lo and Lily made. I think Lo was way more invested in his journey in getting better than Lily at this point. But you know, that could change. That could change. So yeah, I don't know, guys. This book was very weird for me. I know a lot of people like this series, and I'm not turned off enough to not continue it. It's just not a 5-star for me. I did not enjoy reading about their addictions at all. I didn't do it. I felt like stuck in it with them, I guess, maybe. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just how I felt. So yeah, that's why it took me so long to read this. But again, I did tab a lot, and there were a lot of like really cute moments and funny moments and stuff, but it did not impact me the way it impacted everybody else. That's why I gave it 3.75 stars, because it just didn't hit. Like, a lot of people are like, this book hits different, and it did not hit different for me. It just was a book that I read. I mean, no shade to the authors, because I'm gonna keep reading it. I mean, so many people have read this, and I'm excited to kind of see where the story goes and see how this kind of found family bonds and comes together, but wasn't for me. Now I'm going to talk about Reminders of Him, because I did not give a synopsis of this. I really liked this book, and I think because I read this and then jumped into that, I do think that that impacted my read of Addicted to You, because they're both kind of emotionally heavy. But I think about this book a lot. I think about the characters. I think about the journey that they went on. I definitely can see myself picking this up again. And this one, I only tabbed like my favorite quotes or moments, because I just wanted to enjoy my process. This is the first, you'll hear me say this in the vlog portion, but this was the first Colleen Hoover book that I ever read, and I really enjoyed it. It was not heavy on the romance, which I like. I just don't think I like a lot of that in my books, which is fine. If some people do, that's totally fine, but it's just not in terms of like dates and stuff. It's just like, you know, the smutty stuff. I don't need that in my books, you know. I want to be like emotionally impacted. I want to carry the books with me, and so I just don't need the smut to do that for me, you know. So that's why I think I like this book too, because it was more on the relationship and the journey of the character, the main character, Kenna, instead of, you know, the romance and the love story. So I really, really liked this. I liked Ledger. I just thought the journey was really unique. I will say, how do I say this? It was beautiful, you know, and I'm just glad it ended the way it did, because if it didn't, I think I would have been very upset. For those of you that were wondering, because I don't know if I said it in the vlog clips, I don't remember if I did, but I did rate this 5 stars, and I feel like I'm like word vomiting this review, but I would say just read it. It has a beautiful story. I think the acknowledgement at the end, because they talk about Colorado, but you don't know where this book takes place. You don't know if you're in Colorado, or you really don't know where you are. And the acknowledgement says, Colleen Hoover says that she wanted it that way because there are people like Kenna everywhere with this kind of story of just getting out of prison, trying to start your life over. So I thought that was a very beautiful take on the story, and I really like that. And that's what made me enjoy this a lot. And just to see everything come together. I definitely think I'll be rereading this again at some point. I just don't know when that is. But I definitely want to reread it and see if I have a different opinion on it, or if I get as emotionally invested. But I was just emotionally invested because, you know, redemption, reconciliation, all of those things, they really like make me emotional. This does deal heavily with grief as well. And when you lose someone, and just seeing her go through that process, seeing the decisions she made, seeing just like, I don't even know how to put it into words really, but I thoroughly enjoyed my time with this book. So that's going to be my kind of romance book review. I hope it made sense and you guys weren't like confused when I was talking, but that's just my thoughts on this. That's my thoughts on this. So the second half of this video is definitely just going to be my Reminders of Him portion of the vlog. And so enjoy that. I hope you have fun with it. You can see me get emotional because, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's going to be my review of this. I think hopefully I can vlog more of my time with this series. I think I shouldn't have read these back to back. I think that really messed up my experience with this, but it's okay. Now I know I'll move forward. I'll kind of give these their own spot in my monthly reading, because I'm gonna plan on reading one of these a month. So that should be fun. Really excited about that. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the vlog portion of the video. And if you've read these books, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What did you think of my review? Do you have a different review? Let me know. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't know when that video is gonna be. Don't know what that video, it'll probably be a reading vlog. I'm going out of town this week, and so I might vlog that experience. I might not. I probably will. I think that'll be fun to vlog that. Vlog my trip home. I'm gonna go home, see my family for a little bit. We're going to celebrate my brother. He has this really awesome accomplishment. I'll talk about it more in the vlog, but I might do that. I got a book of the month reading vlog I gotta do, but it's been good. I just love when you annotate. Okay, I'm off topic. I'm gonna go. Have fun watching the vlog portion. Bye. See you later. All right, new month, new books, new vlogs. So this vlog is going to be a little different. It's not going to be a weekly reading vlog per se. It's going to be a romance reading vlog. I apologize too. I have this little piece of hair here that will not stay behind my ear, like at all. Like, do you see that? I'm trying. We're gonna let her live her life. So I have 2 books here that are new for me in my library. I talked about them in my main TBR, but they're here. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the books that I will be reading for my romance reading vlog. So I just got a package in the mail from Amazon. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. And my copy is kind of messed up, but we got Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, and the spine is a little bit damaged. You can kind of see it really good in the camera there, but that's okay. I think this is her best cover, in my opinion. Now, I will have to preface this vlog by saying I have not read a single Colleen Hoover book. The only inkling or inclination that I have to Colleen Hoover, well, I read a lot. I watch Destiny Sidwell, Larry Reed's, but way back in the prime days of BookTube, you had Caleb Joseph, who was Insane Reader at the time, and his Ugly Love reading vlog literally turned me off to Colleen Hoover. I just didn't want any parts, just didn't seem like my cup of tea. This is her most recent release. It came out a couple months ago, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's about a mother, Kenna, who was in prison, and she had a 4-year-old, well, her daughter's 5 now, but she had a daughter before she went into prison. So she's trying to build the bridge of reuniting with her daughter and kind of starting a new life with her now that she's out of prison. And she ends up meeting Ledger when she gets out of prison, and there's links to Ledger and the daughter, something like that. So that's the gist. Of course, Kenna and Ledger are gonna fall in love. So that's the premise of this book. I just think it's so pretty. I think it's pretty. So this is book 1 of the romance reading vlog. Then the second book that I'm so excited for is Addicted to You by Christie and Becca Ritchie. This is another romance book. It's a part of a series, 10-book series. It's about Calloway sisters, and that's pretty much all I got. I just see this everywhere. I hear that you really fall in love with the characters and you want to be their friends, and honestly, everything in me wants to pick this one up first, and I just want to get into this series, but I might pick up Reminders of Him first because that, it's a standalone. Should probably start with that. And I heard it's really sad, so maybe this will make me not as sad, but this tackles addiction. So I don't know if they're either one of them are going to be kind of deep, So yeah, these are the 2 books that I'm reading for this romance reading vlog, and I'm really excited about it. These are definitely Bookstagram, BookTube influence purchases. I normally don't read romance, so I'm really, I think my genre is really fantasy. So yeah, we're gonna get into these. I don't know how long this vlog, here goes this piece of hair. I don't know how long, how long this vlog is going to be. Could be 2 days, could be a week. I don't know, but I just want to spend a day not doing anything but reading. That sounds like a lot of fun. I might be able to do that tomorrow. We'll see, but yeah, thanks for being here. I'm really excited about it. If you've read these books, let me know down in the comment section down below. Oh, and also this vlog will be spoiler free. I will not spoil anything. I might talk about them in another video, give my spoilery thoughts, but this vlog is spoiler free, so don't worry about getting spoiled or anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the vlog. Next clip of me will be at some point in the future having read one of these books. Bye. Hey y'all, so it is a little bit later in the day. I want to say it's around 8:20ish. Let me see. Okay, so it's 8:25 and I am just here to check in with you all and let you know that I am starting Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. So I'm just gonna start reading this tonight. I'm just gonna start reading it and see how far I can get before I go to bed. And then my plan is to, depending on what time I go to bed, wake up and keep reading this. I am hoping to read this in a day, in 24 hours. We'll see if I get that done, but we're gonna start it. So it's about 8:30. I'm gonna run myself a bath and start reading this. And then I guess I'll catch up with you guys before I go to bed for a little update. But I did want to say I'm gonna be highlighting with this Stiblio Boss highlighter. It's like a really awesome like coral pinkish color, but it matches this perfectly. And then I was going to use this dark purple, this one right here, this dark purple tab. I'm not gonna heavily annotate this. I'm just gonna annotate like scenes that I really like, quotes that I really like. I'm not gonna write in it. It's just gonna be highlight sticky tab. So that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get into this bad boy. Catch up with you guys later. I'm back. So I didn't end up reading that much in the bathtub because I ended up watching YouTube videos. So yeah, that's that. But I did read a little bit and I got to page 16 and I stopped because after I read this quote, I kind of just realized I might be highlighting more than I anticipated. And I really didn't want to get my book wet because I'm a little, I don't like that. So I'm going to read you this quote because I am just like, what the heck? So, he probably thinks he just made a bougie drink for a spoiled girl who's used to having $8 coffee every day. He has no idea how long it's been since I've had a decent cup of coffee. Even in the months I spent in transitional housing, they served prison coffee to the prison girls with prison pass. I could cry. I do cry. As soon as he gives his attention to someone at the other end of the bar, I take a drink of my coffee and close my eyes and cry because life can be so effing cruel and hard. And I've wanted to quit living it so many times. But then moments like these remind me that happiness isn't some permanent thing we're all trying to achieve in life. It's merely a thing that shows up every now and then, sometimes in tiny doses that are just substantial enough to keep us going. Wow. Wow. No, let me just put my seatbelt on because I'm along for the ride, Colleen Hoover. I'm along for the ride. Now, I'm only 16 pages in, but so far, I like where this trip's taking us. Wow, what? Well. Hey everyone, as you saw, it's the next morning and I have not read yet at all today. It's about 10. I'm so tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have no energy today. Very low energy. So this is why I have coffee. But just wanted to give a quick update as I've read a decent amount. Last night I read about 120 pages. I'm on chapter 18. So just wanted to come in and give my thoughts. As I've said before, this vlog is going to be spoiler free. So I just want to try and kind of update on where I am. How do I do this? So Kenna, basically, she is trying to get her daughter back in her life, and that's not a spoiler because that's literally on the back. But as of right now, I guess we're trying to see if that's possible. So she's, trying to prove herself, I guess. I would say the hardest thing about this book in particular is you want to be on Kenna's side, but you don't know if you can yet because you don't know the full extent of the murder. Just to put that lightly, because her ex-boyfriend is dead. And so you're just trying to, you're kind of like in this middle space, right? Because you feel, as a woman, I feel bad for her because, you know, she wants to be in her kid's life. You can tell she really loves her daughter. But at the same time, we don't know enough yet to see if that's like a good thing for the daughter. And I feel like, in a sense, we are Ledger, because Ledger is kind of playing that role in between Kenna and her daughter's family, paternal family. So that's interesting. I will say at this point in the book, we also do know how Ledger and Kenna are connected. So yeah, I'm having a really good time with this. It's so easy to read. And I'm kind of glad that this was my first Colleen Hoover book, because from the reviews that I've read, this one is not as steamy, which I appreciate. There's been a little bit of steam, but it hasn't been like overwhelmingly a part of the story. So it's just been really good, like character driven. Like, we're just learning a lot about the characters and their lives in the past, and you are learning a lot, especially through Kenna and her relationship with Scotty, who was her boyfriend. So yeah, it's good. I'm sorry if I'm like super low energy in this clip. Like, I'm not all the way there today, which is fine. So my goal is to definitely finish this book today. I'm going to do like a little bit of reading right now, kind of just like take a step away from everything and escape through this book, and then come back and give you another update. But I'm having a really good time. I'm excited to see what happens in this book. And there's just a lot of really good quotes in this book too. So that's what's tabbed here. It's not too many tabs, but the things that I've tabbed, I've really liked. So I'm gonna read some more, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Hey, so it's the end of the day, and I have an update. Excuse the fact that I look like a boy. My hair is wet and it's conditioned, so it's just in this low pony. But I just wanted to come with you here and give you an update from earlier. So I ended up walking on the treadmill for about 3 miles during some point in the afternoon. And I read a decent chunk. So this is everything that I've read today at this point. My post-it note. So I've read all of this today. And so now I'm on chapter 33, and I have about, all right, so 320. So I have about 90 pages left. And I'm really, really liking this. I have tabbed quite a bit more. I'm actually running out of purple tabs. So that's great. My fantasy tabs, when I tab for fantasy books, is way more in depth. For this one, I'm just highlighting and tabbing quotes, or basically quotes that I really like. And so that's how this reading is going. But I just wanted to say, I wanted to update now because the next chapter that I'm about to start is it starts with a letter that is going to be very important to the plot, because we're going to figure out what happened. We're going to figure out what happened basically the day that this whole shindig accident thing went down. And I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous. And yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are. I don't want to say too much more, but a big thing of the plot I feel like is going to happen right now. So I kind of just wanted to give you an update, read the letter on camera, see if anything crazy happens, and then keep reading. And then I think like the last couple of chapters, I'll record my reaction to it, because I'm I heard the ending is a little crazy, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with my voice, but hopefully it's better soon. But that's my update, and I'm really liking it. I like Kenna. It's really heartbreaking. I will say the romance has picked up at this point, but what's interesting for me is I really like this, and I know Colleen is known for her more toxic romances, and I don't really have any desire to read a romance like that, so I'm really enjoying this. It's very more emotion heavy than relationship romance heavy, so maybe that's why I'm liking this a little bit more. But I will say this is the only Colleen Hoover book I read, so I don't really have any expectations on what a standard Colleen Hoover book should be like. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but I'm having a great time, and we're just gonna keep going along and reading this book. Let's see how it goes. Very, very, very nervous. But reading it just makes it so much sweeter. Reading the playlist now. Wow. So I just finished Reminders of Him, and I didn't really get emotional reading the book, but I think just like sitting here and processing the book, and then though I have experienced grief in a very different way, I just, like, the grief that I experienced was very different. And nobody was at fault for it, you know, but just to see how each of them process, like, their grief and, like, how they handle, like, them being gone, just, like, really, hits for me, because I understand, like, what that feels like, you know? And so, like, when you just read something like this, you just feel really, like, connected to people. And, again, my situation was very different, and nobody was at fault for it, but, like, you know, it was very sudden. Like, the night before it happened, like, I was talking to that person, and then the next day they were gone, you know? And so, it's just a very beautiful book. Very, very beautiful book. And I'm very glad to have read this. And it's one of my favorites of the year right now. And yeah, I will come back tomorrow with a more clear head, but like those last few pages just really hit different for me. And then just seeing the birds and yeah, it just I'm gonna go. But editing Sky here, so that was the last clip of my vlog of reading reminders of him. I just didn't want to end the video on that note. It seemed really sad. I was emotionally invested in that book, so it kind of hit me in the feels, but we're fine. I didn't want to end my video like that, so I just wanted to pop in, say thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I really enjoyed my time with that book. I hope you read it, and that's that, Jack. Thank you. Goodbye.